Tulsa, Oklahoma, a 17-year-old named Lorenzo Brown was living with his friend named Whitney Chappell, along with Whitney's mother named Karen and younger brother named Kalen, as they felt sorry that Lorenzo was living alone at the time, due to his mother, who was his provider, recently passing away. While living with his friend's family, the family would find out that Lorenzo stole $700 from them, and even after finding this out, they allowed him to continue living in their house as long as he gave them the money back. But Lorenzo no longer had the money, but lied and claimed it was at his house. And after telling his friend's mother this, she told him she would take him over there to retrieve it in the morning. But knowing the money wasn't there, Lorenzo decided to commit one of the most heinous acts of betrayal in the middle of the night, instead of being honest that he no longer had the money.
Whitney saying, "Do you got the money?" And I tell him, "Yeah."
You didn't have the money, did you? No. So when you went over there, what was your intention?
If they are accusing me of stealing, I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, because they think I got the money. And I told them that I had the money. So
When you showed up without the money, you knew there would be a problem?
Problem.
What happened when you got over there?
I got over there and I'm thinking, I don't want to do nothing bad, because his mom said, if you ain't got the money, say it now so we can get it replaced. I just went ahead and lied and said, yeah, I got it. It's at my house though. And then she said in the morning, we're gonna take you over there to go get it. So.
Did you actually lay your head down that night and get some rest?
No. I was too busy up thinking, you know, how I'm gonna get this money. You know what I'm saying? If I had to rob something, you know what I'm saying, just to pay it back, because I didn't need none of this, you know, but it was just too late. At the same time, it wasn't too late. I could have just busted out and said, I ain't got it, man. I ain't got it.
So what happened? What made you make this decision?
Because it was getting light outside, and I know when they wake up, they're gonna be ready to take me over my house to go get the money that I said I had. And I didn't have it. So I'm sitting contemplating what I'm gonna do. What can I do? And I'm like, well, there's gonna be a big squabble or whatever, and somebody's gonna end up getting hurt anyway. So I'm thinking, let's just end it now.
Did you have a handgun with you?
Yeah.
And did you have anything else with you?
And a knife. I gathered up enough nerve to go up there and just do it, you know.
What'd you do?
Went up there, cocked back the gun, shot Whitney in the head twice. And I was thinking, either run out the house now, but they know you're here. So I had to gather up enough nerve to shoot Kalen.
Was he asleep when you went in there?
Yeah, and I aimed the pistol at him and just turned my head again and just start shooting.
Do you think you hit him?
Yeah.
Then what happened?
He kind of turned around and looked at me, you know, and just had collapsed and was just was looking at me, you know what I'm saying? His mama came out and what's going on? I said, damn, here she come.
What'd you do then?
I had one bullet left and I gave it to her in the head. It was sickening to me. And I was like, what the am I doing? I mean, I'm killing people. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't understand it.
Anything else that we haven't asked you in this statement that you'd like to add?
I wish I could just turn it back. I wish I could, to the part where he asked me that I had the money.
I'm sure
I
you
don't know
do.
why I said yeah. I could have said no. And that would have been it. I'm sorry.
After taking the lives of his longtime friend and his family, Lorenzo Brown was eventually charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder and sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. But Lorenzo wouldn't last long in prison, as he would take his own life a year into his sentence on October 27, 2007. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, police received multiple calls about a 35-year-old man named Gary Howell, who was spotted by witnesses viciously beating a woman named Christy Dawn outside of his house after the two had gotten into a verbal argument. And at the end of the night, Christy would end up brutally murdered outside the home, and Howell would be arrested and brought into questioning by police, where he denied the murder until he realized that there was no escape in the situation and eventually confessed the disturbing details of what he did.
Here you go. Got a blanket with you?
Sorry.
Pretty aware of everything that's going on right now?
I think so.
Okay. I did inform you a dead black female was found outside of your...
Yes, you did.
Okay. Well, you didn't seem too surprised by that. I mean, that's not every day you hear about somebody found dead. We know for a fact that this female was in your house with you, okay? Can you agree with that?
Last thing I recall is her getting out of the car, walking off.
Okay. Gary, here's where we have a problem.
Okay.
We have a witness that says they saw you, not only verbally, but in a physical altercation with this black female. How do we explain that?
So all fingers are pointing at me.
At this point, yeah.
I wasn't in a fight.
Well,
I'll say that. I was not in a fight.
you've got some real big scratches on your back. You know how you perceive those?
You know, and they appear to be fingernail marks. Maybe because you were involved in a physical altercation.
Okay, if this is the proof that you have, all right. I don't remember. I don't. What do you want me to say? Tell me what to say. Tell me what to say.
Just the
You
truth.
don't want
That's
to
all.
put words in your mouth.
Yeah.
Don't accuse me of it. I mean, we're on tape here. I mean,
I just want to know what happened.
perhaps it's going to take a little more investigating then.
Okay.
What's going to make this better? Truth. All right. I killed her. Cut her into small pieces.
Did you actually cut her?
Yes.
Where?
The legs, the throat. If I recall correctly, I cut her eyeballs out also.
Gary, this isn't a game here. We're trying to get to the truth. Nothing more, nothing less.
This could mean the rest of my life here. I got cats. I got a dog. Get a girlfriend besides my wife. My wife and I have been separated for a little while.
Okay, was there a physical fight between you and her?
Yes,
And who threw the first punch?
she did. Hit me with her purse.
And how many times did you hit her? And where did you hit her? What part of the body?
Once in the chest. Stabbed her heart, I guess. I don't know.
Was that the truth that you said on this tape?
Yes.
Interview time's now 9:09 in the a.m.
Why Dawn was at Howell's house and how they knew each other was not disclosed, and why the altercation started is also unknown, as Howell refused to tell detectives. But in 2008, Howell was eventually charged with second-degree murder and sentenced to 35 years in prison for the murder of Christy Dawn. On December 5, 2012, in Asher, Oklahoma, a college student named Gennaro Sanchez was asked by his fellow classmate named Gerard Murray for a ride to the local Walmart in exchange for $20. Sanchez agreed, but what he didn't know is that Murray didn't plan on going into the store, but instead wanted to lure him away from the school so that he could murder him, seemingly for sport.
Okay, and what do you remember telling me? in summation, that I'm guilty, yes.
Of what?
Of murder.
Okay, and who did you murder?
Gennaro. I do not know how to spell that, but it is with a G.
Okay, and how did you murder him?
With a gun. I shot him in the head twice.
And do you go to school with him?
Yes, sir.
Was that his pickup or your pickup?
I'm fairly sure it was his, sir.
Okay, and do you remember what kind of pickup that was?
Black.
Okay, now, how did you guys hook up?
I went down to his dorm room and asked if I could be given a ride to Walmart in exchange for $20 gas money. We pulled into the parking lot, then I pulled the weapon on him and demanded that he take me to Asher, Oklahoma, sir.
And why did all of a sudden you decide that you need to go to Asher?
Because I was planning to take him out into the country and kill him.
Did you decide now was the time?
Yes, sir. Shot once, missed. Shot a second time, hit, jumped out of the car, went around. He was driving 10, 15 miles an hour, so it was not until he already had hit the tree. I thought that he might have still lived through that somehow, because he was gurgling, so I shot him again and then shoved him down in the ditch.
After you got the body covered up, what did you do then?
I headed back to the truck and tried to get it unstuck.
And so you could get the truck out, so what did you do then?
Then I walked away. I headed north.
You killed a young man.
Yes, sir.
Why did you do it?
If I'm pressed to answer, I'll say it's to prove the strength of my resolve. But that's only if I'm pressed to answer.
I'm not pressing you, I'm just trying to understand.
Then I don't know why.
Okay. So it just
popped in my head.
And why him? All the kids in college here, why him?
I believed that he would have had the least impact, sir.
Impact of what?
I believed he didn't have many friends, or many close friends, I should rephrase. His absence would be less notable.
You don't think the girlfriend would miss him? You don't think she's going to be upset, heartbroken?
I think she will be, sir.
How does that make you feel?
No different, sir.
Or are you going to kill anybody else?
No, sir.
Tell me why I should believe you that there just was going to be one person that was going to suffer from your consequences of killing.
You have no reason to believe me, sir.
Do you feel any remorse?
No.
What do you think should happen to you?
Death sentence, sir.
And why do you think you deserve a death sentence?
An eye for an eye, sir.
We'll be getting you taken out to the jail here shortly, okay?
Yes, sir.
After confessing to this senseless crime, Murray was charged with first-degree murder but was found not guilty by reason of insanity, and instead of being sentenced to prison time, he was sentenced to indefinite custody at a mental health facility for the brutal killing of Gennaro Sanchez.